you ready? Sure?
Yep.
Got everything? All right, whenever you guys are ready.
Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Maddie Connors with Keanu Getzi, Ashley Pearl, and Tommy Quella, and we're here to represent our company, PowerPod. So let me give you a little scenario. Over the summer, I went to Lollapalooza, which is a popular music festival in Chicago. And I don't know the city that well, and I had never been to this event before, so I made the mistake around 8 o'clock. I was wandering away from my group. And when I turned around to go find them, everybody was running out of the park. In the chaos, I had no idea where they were. I went down to go to call them, but I saw that my phone was at 1%. I had taken so many pictures and videos from that day that I had no way of reaching them. So for about 30 minutes, I ran around trying to find them everywhere. Finally, I decided, okay, I'll just go to the train station. At some point, they'll have to get there. But realizing that I didn't know my way around the city, this became an issue as the navigation on my phone was dead, of course. Now, I was completely lost in a huge city. Is this a situation you want to find yourselves in, or worse, your loved ones or your own child in? So you can't necessarily relate to this situation specifically, but you've gone to the city, or you've traveled by plane or train, or you've gone to some sort of public event, and your phone has died when you didn't want it to. Not only is our product convenient, but it also assures your security. So I'm going to pass out our product. We have some that are wrapped and some that are unwrapped. Feel free to plug it into your phone if you want to. You do usually have to take the case off once you can.
Thank you.
So as you can see, it's about 2 by 2. It's super thin, so you can plug it straight into your phone. You can continue to use your phone as it charges. Since it's super light, you can basically put it anywhere, and it has a 2-year lifespan, which means you can leave it in your car, in your backpack, at your home, and use it whenever you need. So it really is for emergency situations, which no other product on the market provides. It's also disposable, but more than that, we offer a completely biodegradable shell. It's made of grass, so it's good for the environment, and it's cordless. So again, you can bring it anywhere. So our 2 customer segments for this, they can sometimes become one, but it's business people, uses 23 to 50, and parents with kids being from 11 to 17. And we decided between these 2 because business people really want to be, are always constantly on the go, and they constantly want to be in communication, and parents with kids obviously want to ensure the security of their kids as they start to go out into the world. So now I'm going to give this over to Keanu with our fan.
Okay, so the market for our product has a tremendous amount of potential. According to a credible source known as Markets and Markets, the total addressable market for smartphone-related charging accessories is supposed to reach $10.94 billion by 2020. As for our serviceable addressable market, we have calculated an estimated $64 million. Now, we found this number by taking the total number of people in the United States who actually own a smartphone, and then funneling that number down with a series of constraints, such as the number of parents who own a smartphone and the number of business people who own a smartphone. And that is because parents and business people are 2 primary customer segments. And based off of our serviceable addressable market, we were able to determine our market share percentage, which came out to be precisely 0.13%, and our year 1 market share revenue at $85,496. And then we were also able to determine our 5-year market share revenue, which is about $1.3 million. And what's remarkable about our market share percentage is that at just 0.1%, we are already able to achieve a market share revenue of $85,500. Now imagine if we were able to achieve just 1% of our market share. That would cause our market share revenue to multiply significantly, putting us at about $700,000. As for our competitors, we actually had the opportunity to try out one of our competitors' products. What we noticed is that it didn't charge as efficiently as we would have pleased. It was not aesthetically pleasing, and it wasn't constructed properly. It actually started falling apart after a few days of use. And then also some of our competitors' products feature a plastic shell, which is detrimental to the environment. Our product, however, features a fully biodegradable shell that is constructed completely out of straw, which, unlike our competitors, is environmentally safe.
So now we're going to go into marketing, and our main form of marketing is going to be social media. And we think this is beneficial because our product is a technology-based product, so people who use our product have a phone and most likely have a social media account. We plan to use Facebook advertising because our customer segment is adults and parents with kids, and most of those people use Facebook. But we also will keep an Instagram because that is a more popular platform these days. We think this is most beneficial because when they go on these sites on Facebook and Instagram, they'll be able to click our link to our website right from there and then be able to purchase right away. So that takes us to our channels. Our main channel will be our website, and we think this is beneficial because we can control our price and profit. We'll also do booths though, because when we go to specific locations to sell, that is how we plan to do it. And we also hope in the near future to use Amazon because as of right now on our website, we ask people to pay for the shipping costs, and that adds about $3. So an individual unit, instead of being $4.99, becomes about $8, and a lot of people aren't willing to spend that amount of money. So using Amazon will decrease the shipping costs, and hopefully will increase the profit we make. So as I just mentioned, our individual unit is $4.99, and then for a pack of 3, it is $13.99. And we got this off of value pricing and through our MVP, which Tommy will go into further detail in a second. So for our total cost for an individual unit, it is $2.78, and this is mostly because our charger, each individual charger to manufacture and get shipped here is $2.59. This gives us a gross profit of 44.3%. And then for our pack of 3, the total cost is $8.41, and this is for our chargers, the stickers, and the bag, so total packaging, and that gives us a gross profit of 35.3%. Now Tommy will go into MVP.
So for MVP testing, we originally wanted to test or verify our customer segments, which we thought was business people and teenagers, but like Maddie said earlier, actually business people and parents with kids. We also wanted to test the actual product quality, but we didn't have to worry about this as much because we partnered with Lunar Branding to actually get our product, and it took longer than we wanted it to or expected it to, but it ended up not mattering because we bought 100, we didn't want to be too ambitious, so we only bought 100 of them, but we ended up selling out.
Nice.
So we went to the Barrington Family Expo, and that was about 70% of our sales. We made about $300 there, but overall face-to-face sales, we made $366. Our online sales have been $35, or just under that. And with Facebook advertising, we've seen an increase of 830% of people to our website. We've had 13 shares overall, and we've made 10,000 impressions. And although we haven't had too many people buy from our website, it's because we've only had Facebook ads for 1 day. We're asking you guys for $15,000, and obviously this is a lot of money, so you're probably curious where it's going. Most of it is actually going into inventory, which is the chargers themselves, getting them shipped here, and web development, because our main channel is our website, so we want to have it professionally developed. We're also, for marketing, the Facebook ads that Ashley talked about earlier, that's $1,250, and our liquidity cushion, it's a little bit cut off, but it's also $3,100. You guys are getting 13% of the company, and that's based on our post-money valuation of $114,746. And our exit strategy is in year 5, we're going to be selling to Mophie because they have, or we're planning to sell to Mophie because they have experience in the portable charger market, and we think it'd be a great addition to the lineup. And our IRR is 54.2%, and your money multiple is 6. Now on to Ashley to our conclusion.
You should invest in us because we are very dedicated to our business and feel very confident about it. We have already ordered another bulk of chargers and have 2 events that we could potentially go to in the summer to make profit. With your help, we can have everybody stay charged and stay connected. Thank you.
How fast could you turn around an order for a couple hundred?
We've had some issues, but about 2 weeks.
Okay, and you've got your sticker on one side, could you co-brand, could you do another sticker on the other side?
Yes.
Thanks.
How is your competition sold? Where do they sell your direct?
They actually don't sell anywhere. They sell online actually, but it's kind of hard, it's difficult to actually get to their site and find them. You have to type in the
So
exact
if you could go into an Apple store and you wouldn't find it?
No, you can't go into any actual physical store to find them.
I'm kind of amazed at that because this is a very great Great idea. And I just, I can't, was your competition doing nothing, and they're not selling at all?
Well, from what we did find of competition, we actually bought one of their products earlier in the year, and it didn't work, and it was unsafe. We had a tech guy come out and check it out. So we really have not found a competitor that had a viable product.
Great idea.
And you're buying these from where?
Overseas.
Through like Abu Dhabi or Steel Lake?
No, we actually,
Alibaba.
we're Lunar brand. No, not Alibaba.
You can buy them online?
No, we're connected with the guy through Lunar Branding, which is his branding company.
Okay,
That
great.
for the
So
discount
you
price.
got a guy.
Yeah.
You got a
It seems to me that there's a big opportunity to brand these differently, like this, like even if you remove them out of this packaging and repackage them, it could be interesting. I would assume that that's in foil, but it probably needs to be packaged in a certain way to preserve its charge or. But everything was sold at kind of point of display, right? This is an impulse buy. I think because you sold $366 when you had them right there. I'll take one, I'll take two, I'll take three. Were they sold in 3-packs at the time?
We sold out of all of our 3-packs at the expo. We sold 10 out of 10.
Okay.
We made 10 and then we sold all 10 of those.
Okay. And then how many individual packs did you have at the expo?
We sold 70% of it, which is about 70. So
At the expo, did you sell out of everything?
no, we
Yeah,
sold
all
out.
the product that we brought to the expo,
Yeah.
we bought about 80 chargers.
Okay, and you sold out of all?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we left them
Okay.
to hand.
And then, but online, it's difficult to get traffic online. So as you think about your marketing plan moving forward, how is that influencing your decisions? Like, where will you sell this?
Well, obviously, I think when we go with marketing, it'll be a lot of the booths and stuff and being at the locations, because like you said, it's an impulse buy, so being there when people need them will be crucial. But as for the online, we did the Facebook ads and we got a lot of traffic, but we didn't get that many sales. So I don't know, if we're gonna keep trying to do that, because even they can buy the pack of 3 online, so that'll be they can keep them for long term, obviously with the 2-year shelf life.
And I think what's important about it is if people like this product, they can be repeat customers. And obviously, since those are just temporary one-time things, if you do like our product, we list our website on our packaging so that they can go to our website and buy. Now, the one problem we're having with that is shipping costs are pretty high, so we're hoping with Amazon we can give them another outlet to continue to buy our product over time.
Yeah.
What about points of stress, such as airlines, the vending machines, in terms of the airport, return stations, in addition to the coffee? Power pack?
Yeah, that's definitely something we would want to eventually look into. I think right now we're just trying to get our name out there, and when we have been, emailing as many people as we can to see if we can get those opportunities to meet people.
There's nothing more stressful than you're at 19% and your boarding pass is on there.
How many charges does this give? Just one, or, you said it's a 2-year shelf life, you can charge your phone for 2 years? Or?
No, it'll charge your phone up to 40%. So, but you can keep the charger for about 2 years without it losing its battery. So if you keep one in your car.
5% charges.
Yeah, so if you keep it in your car and one day you're just oh my goodness, you can just pick it up, put it in, and you should get about 40% on average.
One time.
Yeah, one-time use.
Or multiple times, I'm hearing different things.
Can you go clarify?
Like if I use it,
Instead of putting it in
Oh,
once
yeah,
and
you
getting
can use
40%,
it
you can put it in 8 separate times at 5%
Gotcha,
increase.
so these are intended to just be
Like that'll
smaller
still work,
amounts
little boosts.
to get you
Until
to.
the battery goes out.
So as one who bought the 3-pack, and I haven't used them yet, but I was wondering, because I'm excited, when it says backpack, or when in my travel pack, or when in my husband's travel pack, is there the opportunity to put a little slip of paper or something inside saying you've opened it, now make sure you order more, because it is hitting that stress point is do you have an option with the supplier to slip a little bit of a marketing paper in there with the charger?
Well, actually, with our packet 3, like we keep the individual ones just
Mhm.
in the pink packaging,
Right.
but for the packet 3, we actually package them ourselves, so we undo the pink packaging,
Okay.
put them in our own
Okay.
bag, so we do have the opportunity, like we could put something in there because we package them ourselves.
So this is your last one.
This is,
Yeah.
yeah, this is, you've opened it, now you better get another one,
Yeah.
just as a positive reinforcement, because you are tapping into a significant emotion
Yeah.
in people, right? You covered it with your Lollapalooza experience. Yeah.
So this is kind of like selling insurance, like, people don't plan to get in car accidents and die or whatever. So how are we gonna get a lot of people that, I'm at 94%, I don't need one, so I'm not gonna pay $4 for it, but if I was you at Lollapalooza, I'd pay $50 or, a lot for it if I actually ran out. Have you explored, like, kind of what pricing you think you could get in those types of situations and events?
In other words, you
Yeah,
increase the
opportunities.
price of your umbrella when it's raining.
Yeah.
It's like
Surge pricing.
surge pricing.
I think we honestly could, we haven't really had the opportunity to really explore that, but I think in like a Lollapalooza case, we could definitely be able to raise our price. I mean, I don't think too much, because I think, like, definitely under 10, because people would not be willing to pay that, but I would say, you probably get.
I think retail is where you go with this, you got a little display in 7-Eleven or
Yeah.
wherever, and people know they can go and get their phone charged for $4, that's great. It's a great thing.
Yeah.
Have you explored a slightly larger bit, because the slightly longer, because with both of us trying it now with a case on her iPhone and I have a case on my iPad, as you pointed out at the beginning, it doesn't work necessarily if there's a case on there, but overwhelmingly people have a case. Is your supplier able to look at something slightly larger that would allow it to work with standard cases?
I mean, we can ask him about it, but I don't really know the answer to that, honestly, because
It's worth asking.
it's engineering that we didn't.
You noticed it though, right?
Yeah, we knew that.
It's
right?
everything,
asking.
Yeah, like I know with my case, so like it works, so it's kind of like 50-50 if it works with your case or not.
Because I just tried it with my two
Yeah.
products, it didn't work.
Yeah, it is like a little
it might
bit
be
too.
a little difficult
Yeah.
because, I don't know, there's a wide range of how thick cases are, so
Right.
we would have to, I would assume, like order different sizes, because obviously it works with Ashley's.
But would it
So-
matter if it was that little bit longer? It shouldn't affect hers with a
Yeah.
case, but
We
it
could-
could then
we
work
could
with
look
3
into that.
devices. Right? So,
When you ordered, did you order a mix of Android and Apple?
So we originally just got 100 Apple, but then when we went to the expo, it was kind of a thing that like people would be like, oh, I'll get one. Do you have Android? And we were like, no, sorry. So then the next bulk we bought, we did get
Oh, you did?
100
Okay.
Apple and 25 Android.
So how did we fund the MVP? What was your MVP amount that you requested from us, and what was the outcome of it?
So we asked for $750, but we got $650, but yeah, that was more than enough we ended up. So we bought the 100 chargers, they brought stickers for those chargers, and we bought bags for the 3 packs, and then at the expo, we had a banner, and then that's pretty much where it went.
And so what was the revenue you brought in from the MVP?
We brought in 300, well, I guess just under $400.
I thought you were selling them for $5 each, and you bought 100.
We were.
We bought a
Oh, some
second
were
set
free
of,
back.
yeah, we also bought a second set of chargers, so that's why the cost is over.
Were you able to pay back the MVP?
Well, we could have paid back most of it, but we put it back into the company to buy more of the chargers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's, as you're talking to investors, that's powerful to work into, hey, here's what we do with about $600. Imagine what you can do if you give us more.
Did you talk, what are the economics with your manufacturer in terms of volume? Like where are the break points where the cost goes up?
It's every 1,000 is the next break. And the next break for us is 1,000, and it's a 21-cent discount,
Okay.
which would bring our cost way down.
Uh-huh.
Because the shipping is flat no matter what.
Yeah.
But no, the actual charges would be cheaper for us. It'd be 21 cents cheaper per unit.
And are you buying it at the volume discount with the inventory that you used from the start?
Well, so we originally got the chargers at like 130 cents for our first 100 because the guy was able to cover our shipping costs. but then these next 100, we didn't get that like discount off because obviously we had to pay for shipping now. And so then it became like $256, and we aren't at a break point yet because we're still at such a low quantity that we haven't really had a discount. So this is rather expensive.
You got any feedback from users?
What do you mean?
Like, you know, hey, this is really great. Customer says, you know, I can't believe this product is so good.
Yeah, I've sold some to friends and they've all used it and thought it was great. The only problem again is the charger issue, but then other than that, they said it worked. And
The case
yeah,
issue.
or the case issue, yeah.
So no one's phone is blown up?
Yeah, nobody's phone is going. And then the same thing with family members, they all said, this is great, how can I get more?
So why hasn't this gone on already?
I guess there hasn't been a proper execution by other companies.
You guys committed for next year's?
Yes.
For sure,
All in?
For sure.
you're totally into this.
Yes.
Ask him again.
What?
Ask him again.
Well, you gotta stay for 5 no's sometimes.
Well, can I
Last
ask
question.
This is 5 yeses.
if I give you an order for 200, could you guys fulfill it
Yes.
by the end of June?
Yes.
All right, let's talk.
Last question for you, Michael?
No, did Marguerite just give an order?
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Does the board have one final question they want to ask?
My phone didn't go up, so
Yeah, let's do the,
How
like,
much juice did you get on
my phone charged like 1% while I was plugged in here.
mine went up to 2 points.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about a charge a minute. on average.
So, one last, like, total question, is that what we have? Yeah. All right, so, what's the one thing that you learned to do different? Like, you had an assumption that you thought you were right on, that you weren't right on, that you had to change direction.
One thing we had to change was definitely our customer segment. We thought it was going to be teenagers, and it wasn't teenagers. It was actually parents, and it's not because teenagers weren't interested. They are. I love this product. I've used it twice now, which probably isn't good. But parents are like, they'll buy it multiple times. You know, they're always thinking about that next step. And I think we thought that our product was going to be for someone who constantly was forgetting, but no, it's for someone who knows that they're going to forget, for someone who wants to plan for them. So I think that that's really what we figured out through our MVP, just seeing how interested people were and how they told us, oh, okay, I want to go onto your website and buy more if this works.
Yeah.
So how does that change your communications?
Second last question.
I get it that that's an insight. What did you do differently, or what will you do differently?
Well, we originally thought they were just gonna, everybody was just gonna buy them. Like, we didn't ship anything. Well, obviously, but, like, we thought we were like, okay, we're just gonna be like, oh, this is cool, but we really had to sell it. We really had to explain it to people a little bit. And we actually had to sell it like Alex like to say, we had to hustle to get rid of all these chargers, but we did it, and yeah, I definitely think we learned, like, with the parents, they were much more like, oh, this is cool, like, now my son can't say that he didn't call me or something like that.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You can come talk to us, Annie.
Yeah. Good job.
Thank you so much.
Good job, team.
So someone.
All right, next group up is Care Apparel.
Oh, you guys want these back? Seriously?
It's your money.
Yeah.
We already
It's not mine. I'm gonna keep this. And I'm just gonna order direct from the people that you ordered through.
All right, next group up is Care Apparel. Lexi, let me know when you're good.
Oh, yeah.
Joking.
Oops.